It's time for favorites. Let's see, it's May, and I haven't done favorites in a long time. So I thought, let's start with favorites. You're looking at these and you're thinking, what in the world is she thinking of? You know what these are? These are called New Zealand dryer balls. And you buy them and you buy 5 or 6. I think we bought 6 and somehow we've lost one. And how you lose one, I don't know. But you use these instead of those dryer sheets. And they work just as well and probably better because you don't have the chemicals, and these are just natural. These are made from New Zealand sheep, or I mean not the sheep, but the fur on the sheep. Do they call it fur? I don't know what they call it. Whatever they call it, that's what they're made of. They're so cute. And when you take clothes out of the dryer and you think, where did all the balls go to? They're in a sleeve or they're in a pocket. It's really fun to find where they are, like find the dryer balls. So these are they're great for drying, and they're great for getting rid of those dryer sheets. And I think they're much more environmentally safe and good. So this is my first recommendation. I just think they're so neat and fun. Next, I was wearing my tennis shoes and my other shoes, and I was wearing long socks. And well, not long socks, but ankle socks. And I kept on thinking, what is wrong with this picture? And I realized I was watching Angie Hot and Flashy, and she was talking about how successful these no-show socks are. And I thought, what a great idea. So I'm not taking makeup from her or lipstick from her, but no-show socks. So these are Wizvoo. I'm going to put them in the listing below. And these are called IDEGG. And I wear them all the time now, because they look so much better in your shoes. And they don't show, and they stay pretty darn well. So my next recommendation is no-show socks. One of the things that I've been using all the time, and I think it's pretty funny, is my screwdriver. I use this all the time to open up, beauty products for the bronzer, the blush. They're always things that I can't open up, and I keep this with my pads. The little pads you use for cleaning your face or not cleaning your face. Anyway, I love having a screwdriver. So I have one in the kitchen that helps me open up cans or whatever needs screwdriving. And the other one is on my beauty counter, where this is, and this one's old. It isn't beautiful, but I can see it and I love it and I use it all the time. So screwdrivers. And then you can also drink one also. I haven't been around for a while. I've been reading, and I've been watching an awful lot of television. But it's mainly movies, stuff like that. I just discovered, do you love Sherlock Holmes? Well, he's on Hulu, and the whole series is on Hulu. So that should keep you busy for a long time. And it starts with, Martin Freeman, who plays Dr. Watson. It's where Martin Freeman first meets, Sherlock Holmes. So it's, and discovering Moriarty. So it starts with Martin Freeman, who is a brilliant actor. I love him. It's a great series. So watch that, and it's on Hulu. Another thing that I've been loving, you know what I've discovered? And I think I'm the last one to the show, is Suits. Now, I wasn't watching it because I was very upset with Meghan Markle and Harry. So I wasn't going to watch it. Well, I heard from so many people how enjoyable Suits was, and I was desperate one night, And I thought, well, I'll try it. It's delightful, absolutely delightful. It's really fun. There are lots and lots of episodes, so you won't, go through it that quickly. But Suits is on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, you can watch the whole, I think there are maybe 10, 11, 12 series. And within that, there are a bunch of episodes. So you can spend a lot of time watching Suits. Really, and there's a good looking, the lead is really good looking, and I think the second lead is good looking, and his secretary Donna is gorgeous. So I think so Suits is a fun watch. Another thing, I love food, and I love cooking, and I love cooking shows, and I love watching people cook. Not all cooking shows. So there's a French movie, and it's called The Taste of Things. And I think you have to rent it. For $3 or $4, it's worth it. It's about a French chef and how they eat and cook in what it must have been the 1800s. I don't know if it was the 1900s. Maybe it was the 1900s. But they're in they all adore food, and it's how it's cooked, and it's beautifully shot. She's an exquisite cook, and he has exquisite taste buds, and she cooks for his friends, and it's all about the cooking and the relationship and the garden, and it's just beautiful. It takes you away for a while. So I really enjoyed that, even if I have to rent it. Have you seen Ripley? It's that Patricia Highsmith book. They've made, I think that now it's probably 3 or 4 versions of it. The last one was in color, and it was the Riviera, and who was in it? I can't remember his name. I'll put it down below. And I've seen that one at least 2 or 3 times. Loved it. Well, this is a new one, and it's darker in that it's all black and white, and I don't know, it just has a darker sense about it. But it's awfully good, and it's something I think you should watch. It's really good. So if you haven't seen it, you're probably one of the few people who hasn't, because everybody's talking about it. It's that big of a deal. Did you read or did you see the movie, the Guernsey Literary, what is it? The Guernsey Literary and Potato Society? It's on Netflix. That's another good watch. It's something good to watch. I love the book in part, and there were parts that were a little too graphic about World War II, but it's not in the movie. But it's a very enjoyable book, and it's a very enjoyable movie. Another one that I really enjoyed, it's The Gentleman, and it's kind of a stylish, funny adventure romp. I think it's about 8 episodes, and it's delightful. It's funny. There's a little bit of violence in it, but it's a fun show, another fun show to watch. And that one's on Netflix, so it's called The Gentleman. And something else. It's called another movie. This one's on Hulu, and it's called The Lost King, and it's on Hulu. And it's about, I think one of the things I liked about it, it was about a woman who became obsessed with Richard III and was studying all about him and wanted to find out where he was buried, because he was a king. Where would he have been buried? Because there are no burial places for Richard III. What happened to him? What happened to the boys in the tower? And so here's this woman who's become obsessed, who finds out everything about Richard III and wants to find out where he's buried. And nobody listens to her because, one, she's a woman, and so they don't give her the respect or the attention that she deserves. But she shows them. It's a very good, again, a very good movie, not only about finding Richard III's burial place, but also about, you'll identify with the way women can be treated. Many of you have mentioned how you would love to be in my book club, which I must say is really a lot of fun. A lot of fun women and interesting women. and interesting women from all over the world. From where? Brazil, Australia, England. Let's see, where else? I know I'm missing places, but they're from all over the world, so it's very interesting. But you know that you can join the Queen's reading room and read books that the Queen of England, enjoys. So the Queen of England, Camilla, loves reading. She's always loved reading, and she has a book club, and it's called the Queen's Reading Room. And the other person is Reese Witherspoon. I don't know if you know that Reese Witherspoon has a book club, and her books are about women, and that women are the main characters. And she's made movies of some of the books that she's suggested, and so you might want to look into. In fact, do you know that Reese Witherspoon's book club actually had more members reading their books than Oprah? That's a big accomplishment for somebody who started late to the game. So you're going to ask me what I've been reading. Well, there's an author and her name is D as in David, E as in entrepreneur, Stevenson. She's related to Robert Louis Stevenson. And she writes charming, warm, good-feeling books. And one of them is Mrs. Bunkley's book. Look up D.E. Stevenson. And the books are they're sweet, they're charming, some of them are love stories, some of them, but I find them soothing. And I'm into soothing these days. And start with Mrs. Bunch's book, because it's very lighthearted and warm and good feeling. I think we need all the good feeling stuff we can get, right? Oh, so let me talk to you a little bit about some beauty things. And a couple of them are, I was watching, it was Lisa J. and, I can't remember her name, but they were talking about products that they could not live without, that they use all the time. And one of them is this lash lengthening. It's not a serum, but you put it on your, it's a lash primer serum, and it's called Dior Show Maximizer 3D. Looks like this. And I don't curl my lashes. If I curl them, 2 seconds later, they go flat. I just don't, my lashes don't curl. So I use this, and I just, put them on my lashes, and then I use my mascara. Now, this mascara that I'm using right now, this is it's by Benefit, and it's called They're Real. And I don't know, can you see let's see, can you see? Look how good my lashes look. Now, I put this mascara on a few hours ago. I had to stop. Oh, you wouldn't believe. I recorded this whole video, and then somebody called me on the phone, and it stopped the recording. So I'm re-recording it. Anyway, so I put this mascara on a couple of hours ago. It still looks fabulous. It looks beautiful. And my eyes look, very open, and my lashes look very long. So okay, is it this mascara? I don't know, because it's also worked with the Lancome. It's worked with a Benefit, with the MAC Smoky Eyes mascara. They've all really worked after I put this on. So both of these, great product. My lipstick, the lipstick you always ask me, I'm wearing Twist of Fate number 31 by Tom Ford. You know what? When it's recorded, it looks darker on film than it does in real life. But it's got that corally color to it. And I think that's about it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Did you notice that remember I said we were working towards 6,000 and we made it? So thank you, and welcome to all of my new viewers. And it's great to be here.